tuition in the state. As the Lobos on the defensive side, moving from the right to the left. The Warriors with a 6-point lead, having faced a 9-point deficit in the second quarter, but made that evaporate and then some, as Willis kind of went away from his shot when Wood started getting hot. Instead, it's on the outside to Chapman, trying to go one-on-one right by Cooper Rapier.
I noticed that Matthew is playing Wood very, very tight on defense as well, so we'll look for that battle.
8-point lead. Here's Rapier now. Backing down, and then a pass is going to be easily intercepted by Copeland. Right to the rim he goes. The Lobos now down double digits. First time a 10-point lead's been had by either side. And right now you got the Warriors that are really riding high.
That was really good denial defense.
And another lazy pass is going to be taken away on the far sideline. Back to Willis, who stops inside the foul line, goes to Duvall. Oof. Some fleshy D there is going to go unchallenged as Brimhall gets it in the front court and scoops that one up and in. Lobos really needed a bucket after getting that stop.
Yep. That was some fantastic passing and getting Matthew cutting in the lane. He is so strong once he gets around the basket.
Wood going right at Brimhall, is able to feed Copeland. First effort's not good. Rebound is out of bounds to Snowflake. 2 shots right at the rim for the Warriors. No points. Lobos with the basketball, trailing 8, 6:30 to go in the third. DeWitt had a strong first quarter offensively. Feeds it to the left block. Brimhall ball fake, trying to step underneath the ball. What a great move in the post.
Yeah, Matthew around the basket is strong. Even though he's 5'11", he is very strong. Nice
the pass is deflected away and taken by DeWitt. One player back defensively is Willis, back to the paint to Christensen, who can't get the bunny. And now a foul's going to be whistled on DeWitt, who is trying to dislodge the rebound away from Willis. Coach Clear giving DeWitt a little bit.
Yeah. I think he was more excited about the being aggressive. He didn't mind that he had that foul. He was playing very, very strong defense.
Lobos had a chance to make it a 4-point game as Willis takes it from Wood, goes around a screen, and he's got that teardrop again.
That high ball screen is working really well for LA.
So 4-point swing after the Lobos could not take advantage after the fast break opportunity. And now the ball's kicked, so right in front of our table, after Emil Alvis is going to check in and replace Duvall. Lewis fakes an inbound and then goes back to DeWitt at the midcourt stripe. The Lobos down 8, had been down 10, but had a 9-point lead early in the second quarter. Christensen. One bounce to Lewis outside the, no, that's Brimhall outside the left wing. Another dangerous pass on the perimeter, and now it's nearly taken away by Rapier. He's able to dive back on top of it. Now Christensen goes over to Brimhall, high off the glass, can't finish. Wood with a long pass in transition. A nice job there by Lewis to get in front of that one and knock it out of bounds. But the Lobos are getting some pretty good looks underneath. They just can't get the flush.
Yeah, just need to convert those close-up shots.
Claire's had some success. He's going to come in. And he'll spell DeWitt.
All right.
Underneath with a lot of time to shoot. Looking at Alvis, and then back outside Wood. Catch and shoot the three. He's got it off the front rim. The rebound's pursued, and now a loose ball foul on Alvis.
Yep, that fight for the rebound was very tight, but number 13.
I've seen Wood knock down that shot. This game tightens up. That might be one to come back to because he was wide open on that inbound.
He sure was.
Here comes Christensen down 8. Again, the Lobos had a transition opportunity with another putback that they just couldn't get the fall. And then on the ensuing possession, Warriors are able to convert. So instead of a 4-point game right now, down 8, 4:50 to go. Third quarter, Christensen behind to Brimhall, straight away, and then right back to Christensen. Crosses over to try to get some separation. Willis, though, so active, is now a traveling violation after Brimhall got a little ahead of himself.
Yep. He's got to put the ball down before he takes the steps.
So here comes Willis, who was very aggressive looking for his shot in the first quarter, but seems like he's really been trying to emphasize the two-player game with Wood, who's now coming off the left wing. One bounce to get by Brimhall. Stop, and trying to go back to a cutting Alvis, who this time they do get the traveling violation.
Yeah, there was 2 travels on that trip down the court, but they caught the second one.
And the Lobos down 8, haven't had points now in a couple of minutes. As there's a bump, and that's the third on Copeland.
That's a big foul. Having a starter with 3 fouls with so much time left, that's a difficult foul.
Jackson Edgerton's going to replace him. Now, this is a little bit of an offense for defense, it seemed, in the first half. So perhaps things start to soften up a little bit for the Lobos as it's inbounded to Brimhall. Try to go back to a cutting Lewis. Instead, it's outside Claire. Spinning right by Alvis. In with the friendly roll. He's going to go to the free throw line to attempt a three-point play.
That was a heck of a spin move by Tyler Clare. Gorgeous.
Chance to make it a 5-point game. Now the Lobos one stop away from making this really interesting after, again, they had a 9-point lead in the second quarter. Free throw goes off the front rim, but it was the Corey Wood show in the second for the Warriors, and now the defense is just tightened up. Willis gets to the foul line, then back outside Chapman. Loses the dribble. Taken away by Braden Lewis. 6-point game. The Lobos with an opportunity here as there's a fake pass to the outside, and Lewis going to go to the foul line after he was able to get himself separated with the okey doke. Big foul shots again coming up here to try to make it a 4-point game. If the Lobos can go into the fourth quarter down a couple of possessions after the struggles that they've had, especially on the offensive side since they had that big lead, that would feel like a pretty big accomplishment.
Yeah, they have definitely weathered the storm, and they are starting to have I can sense a momentum shift here.
Easton Butler checking in to replace Rapier. Ethan Buckner eventually is going to come in to replace Chapman. Zay Duvall coming in to replace Alvis for the Warriors. So as the Lobos go a little bit smaller, Warriors are going a bit big. Lewis's second free throw falls. 33-29, 3 minutes, 46 seconds to play in the third quarter. Warriors have the lead in the basketball as Willis picked up over the time stripe. And he hands off on the outside. Edgerton starts moving to the right, cut off by Butler. Retreats and then accelerates with the crossover. What a great move with the basketball there from Edgerton.
Yeah, he is very quick.
Here come the Lobos again, down 10, but made it a 4-point game a moment ago. And now a nice move along the baseline. Lewis accelerates, hit the block, uses the square.
And Braden Lewis is very strong as well when he's around the basket, and he's able to get up and above the defense.
Christensen trying to stay in front of Willis. He leaves his feet, gets it to Edgerton. Now he crosses over, gets the step around Butler as he's fouled. They got to be mindful of his three-point shot. We saw him knock down a couple of those in the first half, and now he's just using that first step to get the separation.
Yep.
37-31, and Edgerton trying to make it a 7-point game here in the closing minutes of the third.
It's a very good back-and-forth battle right now.
See that rotation?
Yeah, it was sideways, but it went in.
38-31, now the Lobos trailing with the ball. Butler, who has yet to score, goes to Claire and reverse it to the left side. Now a quick move inside to Butler, who's going to put that up too strong, and the rebound's controlled by Duvall. Cross-court pass to break the time stripe, try to get to the trailing Duvall, but it's deflected by Claire, stolen away to Lewis, and he's going to set it up in the half court. Coming over to the far side, Butler. Dribbles to the right in the foul line, then back over to the corner where Lewis is going to try a three, but it's very short. And then he commits a frustration foul.
Yep, that's exactly what that was.
DeWitt's off the bench. And he is being allowed to to come in and replace Brimhall. He had those 2 personals in the first quarter, but he's been able to avoid further scrutiny. But right now, he and the rest of the Lobos really having a hard time consistently finding offense. They've been able to get DeWitt in the first quarter, and now Lewis here in the third, but nobody's been able to really consistently go, unlike this guy who elevates for the 3-point shot. That's not good.
That's got
and
it, yeah.
Over the back foul is going to be whistled on Duvall.
Yeah, that was pretty heavy over the back on that one. But Tyler's a big, strong guy.
That's only his first. But the 5th team foul, with the game approaching 10 minutes to play, the Lobos poised to take some foul shots. There's here Marcus Dorsey coming in to replace after I think that was Buckner who ran out of his shoe. Lewis comes inside. Whoop, got to be careful there with raising them arms up. As DeWitt closed out there by Wood. Between the circles, Christensen, and Nolik pass to Lewis, and now Butler is going to come out the block and take that one from 10 out. That was a tough shot.
That was a really nice turnaround.
5-point game, 1.5 minutes to play in the third. Willis, 1 step inside the arc, then over to Wood, trying to back down Lewis. Instead, he's back outside to Edgerton. Edgerton again with that crossover and step. Dorsey moving away, still lots of time. 12 seconds for the Warriors to shoot.
They're still looking to go through Wood for their offense.
And there's the ball putting it down and have it stolen away out of the high post. 38-33 is Butler. Quickly pinched there on the outside. 1 minute to play in the third. As there's a reach-in foul by Willis, and that might have been a frustration foul.
Well, both defenses really locking down on the other team's offenses right now.
But now the Warriors in the penalty. As Dorsey comes out after Buckner's able to get that shoe back on. This is a big possession here for the Lobos. Again, they had fallen down by 10. Trying to go into the fourth quarter down just a possession or 2. As they bounce it to Lewis. Fake left, come right. Gets inside the free throw line and has his interior pass deflected and stolen away. Willis in the front court left, trailed by 2 Lobos. Now goes back over to Wood, run off the 3-point line, going to try an elbow jumper that's good. Another potential 4-point swing there for Snowflake.
Wood is a smooth shooter once he gets a little bit of daylight.
Trailing 7, looks like there's just a little bit of separation from the shot in the game clock. Is now underneath and trying to go with the reverse layup. Can't get the finish from Christensen. And again, that was very early in the shot clock as Woods to the rim. And there's the putback for the ball. That's the second time that the Lobos have taken an early shot when they could have held for the last, as Claire has his shot blocked by Duvall. 5 seconds left. But the Lobos playing this, trying to get into the quarterfinals and losing a little bit of their discipline, especially in the latter parts of the quarter.
Yep, that's very true. They should definitely keep their composure, especially when the clock's running out.
Ball's inbounded to the center circle. Christensen with 4 seconds. Goes to Lewis. He's got to get a shot up. It's away, and off the glass won't fall. And again, hate to continue to emphasize it, but the Lobos had the possession with 5 seconds to go. A turnover made it a 7-point game, and then an early shot gave the Warriors an opportunity that they took advantage of and are now going into the fourth quarter with a 9-point lead. And she'll look forward to presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Start of the final period. And when you're starting your college education, go to Northland Pioneer College. You'll pay the lowest tuition in the state. Snowflake bringing its starters out, except with the addition of Easton Butler. Going to have the basketball, but Josh DeWitt, Lobos had a big chance there in the final minute of that third quarter. Instead, a huge turn of events. They're going to have the Warriors with a pretty big lead going into the final.
Yeah, they need to definitely keep their discipline as they're going up against this very good ALA team. If they do that, plus get some baskets, then they'll be looking pretty.
Snowflake really spreading out this defense as Brimhall hands it off to Butler. Goes around a screen to get it to Lewis, who is the scoring threat in the third. Gets it right back as he steps inside the arc, tries it from 18, but it's too wide right. Rebound's tipped around and eventually taken by Edgerton. Overhand pass to come to the near side to the foul play, Copeland. Willis traveled.
Yep, he saw open baseline and got a little excited about that. Put the walk before he put the ball down.
Jackson Edgerton is 6 feet tall.
Is that right?
Is that with the Phoenix Yellow Pages underneath him?
Yeah, I think so.
He's outside trying to defend Butler, who gets to the foul line. He elevates and hits.
Very nice smooth shot by Easton.
Makes it a 7-point game. Clock approaching 7 minutes to play. Wood, who did most of the legwork offensively in the second quarter, gives way Willis, who's trying to get on the run, and he's bumped after he elevates. Trying to say that he was shooting, but I don't think anybody's buying it. Christensen whistled for that. It's his first. It's the fourth on Snowflake. Willis now in the corner. As Wood's moving away from the three-point line, allows it to go into the back court. As he's picked up by Brimhall. Starts moving to his left, hesitates, gets bumped at the block, try to kick it back out, Willis.
If they're looking to run their offense specifically through Wood right now.
Willis side to side, inside and out. Copeland from 18, off the glass.
Wow. Everything's falling sometimes.
Bank open late on Saturday here in Santan Valley. Makes it a 9-point game again. Brimhall out of the paint, goes back over to Christensen. Snowflake's got to get a little bit more urgent.
They got to watch their passes.
Lewis tries a three-pointer. It's off the front iron, and the rebound's taken by Willis. Got numbers if he hurries. Goes over, but it's deflected by Lewis. Right back to Willis. Is he going to circle out and run some offense? Actually, Copeland's open from the corner. No good, but there's the ball with the putback.
Looks like Easton took a shot to the eye on that rebound.
6:02 left, and the Lobos trail 46-35 here in the fourth quarter. It's Sheldon Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Snowflake has to burn a timeout about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. We got to go back to the final minute of the third, Josh. Lobos had the ball down 5, had a turnover on the interior passes, made it a 7-point game, and then hurried a shot with about 20 seconds to shoot and allowed the Warriors to come right up the floor and make it a 9-point game. And they had a chance to really hold on to it, potentially go in down 3, but again, just kind of lost the discipline.
Yep, they lost the discipline, and some of these passes have been very lackadaisical.
Christensen had a step, but there's a nice recovery from Wood. He blocks the shot, and the Warriors clear out the rebound.
Coach Clay looking for a foul on that one.
Willis sets himself up with a little push, and a bigger push on the inside has Brimhall down, and that's the 1-and-1. Now this is where the Lobos can really potentially make some hay.
That's true. They do shoot free throws very well.
So for the next 5 minutes and 39 seconds, Snowflake's going to the charity stripe. Chance to try to close out this double-digit game. With the clock stopped as Butler's coming over.
This will be a good time for them to get a breather and
Brimhall with the front end. He tries to use the glass, but apparently it's shut down. The bank is not open, at least on that end of the floor. As there's a long pass to Willis, who's open in the corners. Three's up and good.
It just looked like Damon Cardwell just didn't get back on D.
Comfort Fit Denture three-pointer from Willis forces another Snowflake timeout, now trailing 49-35, 5:26 to play in the second round. Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Snowflake using another timeout, now has but 2 remaining. Had a 9-point lead early in the second quarter, but a huge turn of events. 23-point swing here coming into the closing minutes of the ball game. Winner of this one is going to get Fountain Hills or Payson. Brimhall, Cardwell, and skip a pass to the left. Butler catches and shoots a 3 over the rim. It's an air ball, but rebounded by Brimhall. Still lots of time for the Lobos. As clears on the inside, but his pass goes right to the awaiting arms of Chapman, but has it taken away by the hustling Butler.
Houston showed his wheels on that one.
Christensen inside and an offensive foul.
Lobos just need to maintain their discipline right now and not panic. They still have plenty of time to close this deficit.
Clock's under 5 minutes to go. Yeah, they only allowed 49 points. The defense, for the most part, has been there. He's having a hard time offensively as Wood fakes a pass and then fires it off of Claire's foot. It's unfortunate, but it'll keep it there with the Warriors. Confusion about whether they should reset the shot clock after the kick.
Interesting.
They got it worked. Willis curls around to get the inbound, then goes to the block, back over to Duvall, falling away from the basket, can't get the drop.
Good defense by Tyler Claire.
Lobos need some points, running out of time, 4.5 to go. As Brimhall sends this one to Christensen, who fires a pass looking for Butler, but it's over everybody's head and out of bounds.
This is where discipline is so very important when you're down and you feel that pressure. It's so important for teams to keep their discipline.
DeWitt replaces Brimhall. It's a pretty good offensive unit out there for the Lobos. Running out of time, need to make up 14 points as Warriors are going side to side. Now Wood surrounded by Lobos, gets it back out. Copeland, jab step, nothing there. ALA Ironwood can use an awful lot of time with a 14-point lead. Wood inside and out to Willis, loses it on the way up, but it rolls fortuitously right to Copeland.
Wow. Sometimes the bounces just go your way.
Make it a 16-point game as Cardwell skips it to Butler. This time he's able to get underneath it, but quick closeout there as DeWitt tries to feed it inside to Claire. But again, the Lobos just a little too unselfish. I think DeWitt should have gone up.
Yeah, he definitely should have shot that.
23 seconds on the timer and a timeout taken by the Warriors, who lead 51-35. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Back here at ALA Ironwood, the Lobos trailing 51-35. Christian Wood, no, his name's Corey Wood, had a big ball game in the second quarter where he got almost all of his scoring in. He had some help at times from Jackson Edgerton. Tony Willis has been frequently out and distributing. But the bigger story has just been the defensive job that the Warriors have put on the Lobos. Snowflake stuck on 35 points and have just not been able to consistently find the bottom of the hoop.
Yep, that's very true. Corey is a very special athlete. He's very good.
Ooh, dangerous. Takes this one with both feet over the mid-court line. The fans on the other side wondering why it's not over and back, but they can do that. Pass to the near side, it's deflected out of bounds. Butler will inbound to DeWitt. Quick touch to Claire. Ball fake, drops this one off, intended for DeWitt, but it's deflected out of bounds.
Yeah. The Lobos need to shoot the ball.
Inbounded to DeWitt, jump stop, trying to go right at the square, but it's a little too strong and rebounded by Duvall. He's been very good in the second half, cleaning the glass.
Yeah, very strong.
3:23 to go, and the Warriors leading 51-35. Between the rings, Copeland comes outside Wood. Now to a cutting Willis. He's going to pull up from 15. Side rim no good, but how about Duvall with another one? Can't get the putback, though. The rebound's loose. Taken by Lewis. He was able to find the mark a couple of times in the third quarter, but nobody for Snowflake really scoring here in the fourth as DeWitt going right at Duvall, and he gets him on the arm.
That's what they need. They need to shoot if they want to try to close this gap. But credit the Warriors, they're playing stellar defense.
DeWitt had a quick 6 in the first quarter, but having a hard time finding the mark since as his first foul shot is up and good. That makes it a 15-point game with the clock under 3. Second one's good as well. Now they got to get a stop.
Yep.
Problem with that, though, 35 seconds.
24 is Willis is lightning fast, good facilitator.
Inside and out to Wood. As he comes to the jump stop.
Hard to stop for Wood. He is very, very good.
Cardwell's going to try an early three. It's an air ball, but DeWitt's got the rebound up and good. And now a timeout taken by the Lobos with 2:28 to go. They will only have one more. Trailing 14. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
(53-39). The Lobos running out of time with about 2.5 minutes to go. And it seems like a long time ago, Josh, that the Lobos had that 9-point lead in the second quarter, but Corey Wood, we don't know how many points he has, but I'm guessing he's flirting with 20.
Yeah, he has definitely been the main person in their offense, but there have been other contributors as well. But he's the main guy. He's very good.
Snowflake going to try to speed it up here. 2:28 to go and trailing by a handful of possessions. Ball fake from Chapman. He accelerates on the 4-star line, feeds it over to Duvall. Oh, loses this one, eventually stripped away from behind. Lewis loses it, but it's right to Christensen. Bounce it out to, he's going to try a three-pointer over Wood. Not good, but there's DeWitt with another offensive rebound. As he goes back up, he's fouled.
Seems like this urgency would have been handy in the first part of the fourth and the end of the third for the Lobos.
There's a lot of unhappy people here. Looking across from us at the Warriors side, they're mad there wasn't a foul on the other end. And
Yep.
I thought that this has been called pretty well myself.
Yeah, I think they have done well. I call those looks, that's passion.
Yeah.
It's passion.
I mean, what's the rule of thumb is everybody's mad at you, you're probably doing it right. As neither foul shot goes down. Wood has the rebound for the Warriors, now just 2 minutes away from a matchup against either Payson or Fountain Hills. Chapman trying to get separated from Butler, but again, the Warriors can really just ice this. Don't need to do much with these 12 seconds on the timer. Get it over to Willis. And back between the circles, Wood, and a foul is eventually called, but they took 25 seconds, maybe more.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
And now they're put 35 back on because that was just the 16 foul, so they got a minute 39 seconds left here. And if Snowflake's going to foul, they got to do it much sooner. Looks like they're resigned as Wood poked away by Lewis. And that's his fifth. Cardwell and Claire getting ready to check in. Braden Lewis, senior, like so many of these guys for Snowflake.
Yep.
Coming out with the way that this one was hoping he'd go.
No, definitely not there. The definite ending that was different. But they played hard. They played very hard. Left it all on the court.
Just didn't have an answer for the fella at the free throw line as he hits the front end. And he did most of that heavy lifting when points were hard to come by for the Warriors, and he had the answer.
Yeah. He's been a very difficult person to stop.
Matches the largest lead here as DeWitt goes over to Cardwell's going to try a three-pointer. That's good. And now the last timeout taken by the Lobos, trailing 55-42. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Since 2006, Beeler Orthodontics has been creating spectacular smiles in the White Mountains. Dr. Beeler and his team use innovative technology and cutting-edge orthodontics while still providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Beeler works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BeelerOrtho.com. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Minute and 18 seconds left. Second round matchup here at ALA Ironwood. The Lobos trailing 55-42 as a hard cut from Willis gets this one in front of Butler. Passes out of a double. Still got 2 seconds to get it over the time stripe. Do so, and now the ball is fouled.
In that timeout, Coach Clare actually got a little emotional talking to his boys before they went out on the floor. You like to see that from a coach that loves his players and you know, definitely is in their corner all the time for his boys.
Yeah, we're talking at the beginning of the ball game about especially Wood and Duvall, wondering how the Lobos were going to match up with him on the interior, but interestingly, is the first free throws off the glass, but not good. It was the perimeter play from the bigs as Cardwell wants another one. This one's off the back iron. Rapier can't get the rebound, and now under a minute to go, and foul's committed by Cardwell, but I think it's academic at this point.
Yeah. You know, Wood's ball handling is impressive. I mean, he was able to get that in traffic and be able to pass it very calm. He's very calm under pressure.
First one from Willis is up and good. He's done a great job triggering the offense here for the Warriors. As the second one is on the way. That one rims out, but only 52 seconds left as now Lobos going to try to get as many in as possible. Butler fouled on a 3, so he's going to go to the free throw line for a trifecta. 4 Lobos ready to check in. Make it 5. Gives a chance for a lot of these seniors out here to get a hand from a big Snowflake crowd that followed him down. Second free throw's good. So DeWitt, Claire, Rapier. I believe Christensen I'll check out.
Yep. And yep. DeWitt, Rapier, and Claire. Christensen.
Butler can't hit that last free throw. So we got number 20 here who can't give us a name for number 20 since he's not in there.
Number 20 is Carson Lewis. He is a junior.
Now foul committed by, no, a timeout. Well, we'll take it with him. 56-44. No, wait, they're just subs?
Yeah.
We got one Warrior coming in. I don't have his number either, but.
Snuck one in on us.
All right, the Warriors are going to get the inbound here. They're leading 56-44. There's 26 seconds left. They're going to get Payson or Fountain Hills. Do you know anything about them?
Payson is good sized. Snowflake was able to beat them by double digits both times. Fountain Hills is, I believe, the 2 seed. They're really, really good and good size.
Free ball on the way from the Lobos, not good. 5 seconds left. And the Warriors are going to advance off the Euro.
I would think they were going to be facing Fountain Hills, probably.
And ALA Ironwood defends its floor and will advance. So we will have a little bit of a post-game conversation after this at Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Lobos fall 56-44. As I'm Derek Palmer with Josh DeWitt. And it didn't seem like early in the second quarter that this would be the outcome. Snowflake with that 9-point lead, but got Corey Wood, who started to take over on the offensive side. What were you seeing from him?
He's very smooth. He has very good court vision, was able to receive those high ball screens, get into the key, and he's quick for his size. And he was able to get to the hoop very quick. He's also a fantastic mid-range and outside shooter. In the second half, the Lobos did a good job putting Matthew Brimhall on him, and he was able to slow him down a little bit, but that's when Willis and Edgerton seemed to step up and really open it up for the Warriors in the second half. But, Corey Wood, he's a special talent.
It's not all the time that you're going to see Snowflake have somebody beat him with quickness, but Jackson Edgerton was sure able to do that, provided the spark when it looked like Wood's scoring well started to dry up.
Yeah, that's very true. He was very quick, and he had Easton Butler on him most of the time, and Easton, he's not slow, and so, Edgerton, he's definitely very quick.
Well, already talking about Corey Wood, and we're talking about a Beeler's Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. Play of the game. I think you got to go to that 4-point play that he had when his team was down 9, and I couldn't identify why that really felt like it was a turning point, but it sure did turn out to be.
It just seemed like the Lobos were starting to separate themselves in that period. But when Corey hit that 3 and also got that foul, it seemed that it shifted the gears back towards ALA, and that was something that they sorely needed at that point because the Lobos were starting to see blood in the water at that point.
So going to name him our Beeler Orthodontics player of the game because when they needed buckets, he started really coming with them. And when we talk about the glass man, though, got a couple. DeWitt really was able to show some strength on the other end of the floor. Tyler Clare also able to do so, but Zay Duvall, he was a pretty big beast, especially in the second half when the Lobos were having a hard time finding the mark.
Yeah, he was very strong. He was able to elevate, get good position, and he gave them a lot of second chance points because they were already hitting fairly well from outside, but when they did miss, Duvall was up there to clean it up and get him a second chance. So.
How we're going with it? Last call here at ALA Ironwood, 56-44. Warriors are going to advance to play the winner of Payson and Fountain Hills. Thanks so much, Josh, for sitting in with us. You did great.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been really fun.
No, we'll get you back here.
Okay.
Once you find the mic finds you.
Yeah.
Thanks to RJ for directing this one, and thank you for spending some of your weekend with us. We're going to be with you from the Finley Center in Prescott for the girls matchups with Snowflake taking on Alchese and Sholo play at Yuma Catholic. That'll happen on Monday, so we hope you'll tune in then. But until then, be safe, and thank you for joining us.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Comfort Fit Dentures, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Horn Auto Center. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communications station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the express written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.